Hey, everybody. It is Monday. It is the 30th of December here in Cypress, Texas, and everywhere else. So I had two appointments with the VA today. One downtown with dermatology, so they had to check. I've had melanoma twice, so I get checked every year. When I was in McAllen, Texas, it was pretty, they were pretty diligent about it. But since I came here to Houston, I had to schedule this appointment. And then I got put off because of the holidays. So they finally saw me today. Then I had to go to my primary in Tomball. And my blood pressure's good. My HSA is good. It wasn't. Both my blood pressure was up and my HSA counts were high, and that was a month ago. But that was before I moved into my own apartment. And now I eat the food that I want to eat, and have my own refrigerator, so I can, I'm good to go. And we started talking about, this guy was 41, and he was shocked. He has never run into anybody my age that wasn't taking medication. And so we had a little talk about that and things like that. There's a direct correlation between nutrition and mental health. And I felt this. I've actually experienced the benefit of eating the green leafy proteins, exercising, all these things, right, for myself, and then getting back at that. And we were talking about how being around the right people, you start to become like them. Like when I was training with Roy Jones Jr. and Sugar Ray Leonard, I was a high level in boxing. When I was in the SEAL teams, high level in fitness and proficiency and with firearms and it just makes sense, right? When it comes to business, and this is really interesting. So Jason Cisneros did not do his Built to Exit podcast for on Saturday morning. Took the holiday off, right? And I didn't do mine on Friday. And so here's what's really interesting. I think what he puts out is good information. It's never enough, though, to actually grab a hold of and start taking action on. That doesn't give you. He don't give you those answers, right? His target market is a small to mid-sized business, so a sole proprietor up to 499 employees. And sweet spot for him is they're making like 300,000, and then he has strategies, and so he's already has market for people, right? If he takes you on as a consultant, your revenues will pop because he will open you up to his database, his market, to blow you up like that. Okay, and then gets him $750,000, and he has capital investors that will pour money into your business and take you even further. Okay, so if you're not at that point, he has his growth course, or the Built to Exit system to get you there. Okay, but it's $10,000, but also you're going to need more. You're going to need more, right? But that if you're paying that, he'll hold your hand to get you to that point, right? And if you're not there, to that point, and that's why I try to offer what I have, strategies that I have, financial products that I have to get you there. Okay. And then I run into this guy, Dotan Bear. He is a former Army Ranger, has an MBA. He helping somebody that was not getting taken care of right with the VA, put together a intricate, detailed data management system he calls the Ranger Overwatch. His primary clientele is producers in Hollywood. He has his own talent agency. And he wanted, after he saw Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight, he wanted to represent boxers. So somebody turned him on to me. And so I started explaining them what a promoter does and what a manager does and what a matchmaker does and how it's different working with casinos to put on fights versus an arena to put on fights. And he's a quick study. He's like, okay, here's what I got. I got musicians and I have comedians. Any of these sites that that needs this kind of talent, I got it. And those are probably going to be the same people that you need to talk to for boxing, right? And I'm like, oh, this is interesting, right? But also, it just fits right in with what I do, trying to help people. If you got to make enough money to be able to start saving money, okay, and implement these strategies, the family banking strategies, the infinite banking strategies, the synergistic business strategies. Jason Cisneros didn't catch on to the synergistic business strategies at first. He just saw, okay, this is a better place to put your money, okay, but when you understand with the whole life policy, you still get that guaranteed rate of return on the money that you borrow out of those policies. And same money that you are paying toward your debt, your mortgage or business debt, you put that into the whole life policy first, then borrow it out to pay your debts on time. You're growing those accounts with that money. And there's nothing else to do that. Okay? And that's when things get exciting. Okay. So this is all, when I'm talking about what's happened at the VA, Roy Jones Sr. gave me, when I was 19 years old, almost flipping 41 years ago, told me if I wanted to fight for him, I better come train every day. I better do what I was told. I better be on time, and I had to quit drinking. Right? I'm reaping the benefit of that all these years later. And that same thing works with strategies in finance. Okay? If you can do what I tell you to do, when I tell you to do it, you'll look back and go, thank God I did that. All right? You'll be so much better off. All right? That's what New Year's resolutions or business planning is all about. Setting that course. And I can help you with that too. Have a good day.